And normally you would finish your items if you could, and instead Angel just goes, I'll take 3. Okay.
No, he's just gonna end it. Yep, it's just,
all right.
I forgot how much damage you actually do to it when it's on its last plate. I always think it has that that.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Oh man, that's got to kind of feel weird. You know, he misses all these Mystic shots, but in the bottom lane, like On and Wink got hit by every single one. You know, ZDZ doesn't even have time in the mid lane. It looks like the Dragon will be dropped here by EDG, so again, we'll play by Ultra.
And I think it's just the Eclipse already being finished for Junhao is really important, right? They have that first item. By extension, right? If EDG do find themselves a good fight, then they're right back in it. But at the minute, they are struggling, and it's not looking good. TP up to that top side, maybe for a Weaver's Wall to come down from Saber.
Right, Angel has flash here. Yeah, flash over to the other side, but he still gets Seismic shoved in, and a big decimating smash. And then the kill is going to go over to Saber. He's going to have to flash away because EDZ shows up with his own tone.
A kill! Woo!
We're getting bored. We're getting bored. But that's exactly what EDG is. Us, on the other hand, no, this is actually quite exciting. We'll see what the move is going to be here. Junhao goes over the wall. You really want to be able to take care of this Rift Herald, and they do get it. They just got to pick up the eye, and it'll be bad news for EDG. It's bad news for ZDZ. He's got to flash away, but he gets stunned up anyway, and he will fall. Wacko going to get the kill. Wink going to headbutt away. He's trying to get out of there, but he's still mired up, slowed up. No further kills, but Ultra Prime get the prize.
Oh, Wacko, hello. Here we go. Looking at that bot tier 1 turret. I have, and I've jinxed them. That bot tier 1 turret is my my go-to for how EDG stop that from happening in Ascend. But Ultra Prime here, they're looking to prove to us that they deserve one of those spots in Ascend, or that they can at least tussle with them. Reminder that Ultra Prime was an organization that we were expecting to make it into Ascend, honestly, coming into that last week, the weekend of Judgment almost, where we had 4 teams, the 4 third-place teams. Ultra Prime were a team that I certainly expected to make it into that top group, but faltered at the last moment. As Wink already, I mean, might just die.
Yeah, no Ezreal lands. Xiaohao says, all right, we're bored, it's time to go in. Young trying to do what he can, at least peeling back here onto this Cho'Gath, who has to flash over the wall, but ZDZ is going to fall. Wacko going to get that kill. The bullet time coming through, but it's not doing a damn thing, as the turret has done most of the damage to Jiang here. It's a 1-0 for Ultra Prime, and they are more than happy to continue the siege.
Yeah, I mean, 6 grubs, remember, right? Like, Ezreal with this Essence Flux can just pop that onto the turret, pop the turret in just a couple of seconds, a couple of autos. Really enough to take that bad boy down. So tier 2 falls in the mid lane, and what's just spawned, Yanni? The Dragon! Wonderful! With the enemy top laner dead, that smite contest not nearly as high prio, and not nearly as easy to execute. EDG, I mean, probably start this, to be honest. Like, your game is so cooked already. You're down 5k gold. This is the best chance you're going to get.
I actually like them not starting it because it's not going to benefit them. Right? Like, the false life is not going to be huge for them. Save your money for your items.
Do you think there are people in Twitch chat that are like, what is a pink ward?
Yeah, actually, oh my god, yeah, you're right. I forgot they're just not called pink wards anymore. They haven't been for a long time. See a bit of an engagement looking over on the side. There's a big knock up there. On didn't stand a chance. On the other side of the fight, a big seismic shove too. Saber putting some distance in between him and the others. Xiaohao gonna go down. Over on the top side, ZDZ is burning away.
Junhao, no!
Spiraling despair on the Junhao. He's still alive. He flashes away. Weaver's Wall coming through with the knock up, and the Cho'Gath falls too. It's a double kill for Saber, and Ultra Prime still pristine.
I mean, those damage threats. Yeah, ZDZ is probably the only member on EDG who could have taken all of that damage, but he's not looking good after the fact. Tier 2 turret falls on the top side, and really, Ultra Prime, you can see, just waiting.
I have no idea that this is happening. Let's see where EDG goes. They're going to send multiple people mid lane, and they're going to be very, very sad when they find out the Ezreal flank is here. Wink is going to get tagged. Big 3-man knock up. The bullet time is there, but Xiaohao blocking all of it. Down goes Wink. Wacko off to the side, has the arcane shift. Xiaohao now on to Saber, gets hit with the spiraling despair. The false life buff is going to take him away. On is off to the side, completely out of position, stunned up, turned on, and dead. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's a double kill for Wacko.
Yep, and I mean, they managed to send Saber back to the spawn bullet time. Xiaoxia just walks forward, puts up the Unbreakable. The entirety of Ultra Prime are absolutely fine. 10-0. Baron now going their way. And really, for EDG, looking at game number 2 and thinking, what are we going to do to turn this around? Mountain Soul going to spawn.
Just
now.
To keep it frank, like anything that they could do in game 2 and better in game 1.
They have so far successfully done nothing.
They did take a dragon.
They got one dragon. You're right.
Yeah, they might get a second one. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Remember, they do have.
I think they will all die for this if they go in. ZDC has the ult, so
ability to secure it. Yes. All right, here comes the ultimate from Zhang over on the bottom side. ZDZ is just gonna die. They're gonna lose the dragon. That's Soul. Xiaohao goes in. Xiaohao goes out. Here's the flash. Wink at least getting in there to try to stop everything. Xiaohao getting tagged up. He's going to have to get out of there, getting dangerously close to dying. Big double knockoff from Zhang. Oh, trying to get the kill, and he's not going to be able to. Oh my goodness, dude, we're looking at a shutout.
It's an absolute slaughter, Yanni. Ultra Prime, they give one Infernal Dragon and absolutely nothing more. As Junhao hops into the base, joined by Zhang and Saber. Game number 1. Took him 29 minutes, 14 kills, it's done.
Nice and clean. Not a perfect game, but a shutout. A clinical decimation.
Okay, well, they are very magic damage focused. And now this means that Wako has to go poke. Just because it doesn't mean he has to, but it means he's very much more likely to go poke. The burden of execution very much on Ultra Prime, and you can see ZDZ, no ward, potentially under pressure, has no W either.
Dashes away with that equalizer, but will be run down. The exhaust goes down, but it doesn't matter. Zhang is going to pick up first blood.
And just a little bit disrespect.
40 minutes of game time without a kill, and they give up the objective as well.
Wow. Wow.
Well, maybe not. Hold on, Xiaohao coming through. Here's the hook landing onto Xiaoxia. Good flash to dodge out of the ultimate, but Saber getting the impale there. Here's the equalizer and a really good spot. So much damage coming through. Wink goes down. ZDZ on the backside dealing with Wacko. Can Wacko live through this? He flashes away. ZDZ's an auto away from dying. Can't quite land the Q. And yet EDG still come up empty on kills. Here comes the curtain call. Maybe this will change. Zhang trying to get out, and he will be able to. This is absolutely ridiculous, dude.
We are counting down the minutes for EDG to find their first kill in this series, and we're 40 minutes in.
They didn't give up 6 grubs this time. Right? We saw how much 6 grubs actually did for Ultra Prime, and maybe an opportunity for the first kill here. As Zhang is a bit out of position, slammed up against the wall, is below half HP, flashes away, gets exhausted, pulled back in, and the boys did it! The kill goes over to On.
They're on the board, everybody. Let's go, EDG. 30 plus 13 minutes, 43 in total for them to find their first kill, but what does it cost them? Looking at the mid lane, a couple of plates going over to Wako, the exhaust from ZDZ as well. Now looking at that bot lane, Saber pushes in an unanswered wave. Junhao able to start up this dragon. But this is not all the EDG get. Looks like ZDZ is actually going to be able to take down the entire turret on this top side. That 4th plating as well, with first brick, is very significant quantities of gold going into the Gwen's back pocket. 425, plus the wave that he caught as well. This is now a Gwen that previously had access to a Varus and the Varus Lee, attempting to make waves at them. First items finished across the board for everybody outside of our supports. Summoner spells available for everybody except Zhang and ZDZ waiting on their flash, their exhaust.
Oh, Junhao not landing the ultimate, but Wink is going to get tagged up below half HP. Zhang has joined the fight. Here comes the curtain call. Wink are going to be the target, but Wacko will be able to walk it out. So his Xiaoxia 4th shot lands, doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Rift Herald down below 3,000 HP. Saber has the ultimate over the Nautilus if he wants it. He's going to get targeted up by it. Here comes the equalizer, doing pretty good damage. Wink going to go in. Wink going to get taken out, but ZDZ trying to do the same as Saber's got to flash away. Xiaoxia a little bit too deep, and he's going to fall next. Junhao stuck in the back of the pit, and it's a 2-for-1 in favor of EDG for now, and they're going to make it a 3-for-1 as they will be able to find Wacko on the backside. But a turnaround kill as well. But that means it's easy pickings for EDG. That Impale got left in the back pocket all fight long, and they ace Ultra Prime. EDG are alive.
And finally, EDG come to party. A 5-4-2 in the top side jungle. They secure the Rift Herald on with an exceptional fight on this Jhin. Flashing away from the initial engage from Xiaoxia, constantly keeping himself safe. And now he can move in to take this tier 1 turret as well, to break open that inner line of structures. And for the first time in this series, the tier 1 turret's going to fall for EDG and got the team to exactly where they need to be for that fight.
The big problem about having 3 melees is sometimes you have to play against Gwen. It's usually bad time. Here's a great impale coming through from Saber.
Into the Herald.
Probably gotten the Herald to dodge out the chains. ZDZ is going to get stunned up. The exhaust on the Saber. ZDZ trying to sustain out, and he's going to be able to get out. Here's a counter impale. This one's Xiao Hao's, and Saber dies on that side. And here we go. Curtain call coming through. Going to have to block it up a little bit. Oh, Wacko goes down. The 4th shot does not hit Xiao Sha, but they still root up Junhao anyway. Look at him driving around. Xiao Hao looking like Baby Driver out here. And the 4th shot in the back. It's more kills for EDG. They are fully in control of this game, Rudude.
And they say anything you can do, we can do better. Xiao Hao with the OG Impale pulls Ultra Prime into the depths and finds 3 kills and a tier 1 turret as well.
And now Ultra Prime are the ones who are struggling to find kills. We weren't able to get a damn thing there, and ZDZ was able to teleport mid and take out this turret. Remember, he didn't die in that fight. Dragon
he just stood there. 5 kills already and has the exact opposite input on this game.
6,500 gold lead right now for EDG, as we talked about, looking very good. Here comes the curtain call, and Wacko is dead. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Angel. That 4th shot did so much to Xiao Sha. He slammed him against the wall. That impale wasn't even needed. It's a double kill for Angel, as EDG as a organization now has 15,000 kills. It took him an extra game to get there.
They could have, this could have been game number 1. However, a massive congratulations to the organization. That is such a massive benchmark as well. I wonder who's a little bit higher. This is where you get to see the LPL Old Faithful. They were a little bit of a dent in 2nd place and try and close out this game with another couple of kills. But with the way that this game's going, the way that it's gone, and the way that it's going to end, really it is just a question of what EDG look to do to close this game. We saw it took Ultra Prime 29 minutes to close out a game that was pretty much finished. Oh, they're going in though.
All right, they're going to try to get these false life buffs off. Wink is going to be the first one to fall, but here comes the rest of the fight. There's a good impale as EDZ is just doing his thing. They do manage to find 2 kills for the side of EDG. Here comes the curtain call. Angel on the backside. The Arcane Storm is getting massive as they take down the Varus. It's 2 kills for Angel. Xiao Hao caps off the ace, and EDG are going to run amok in the base.
It's an absolute slaughter, and it's Angel that just walks behind the tier 2 turret and destroys the hopes of Ultra Prime's comeback. They tried to take down some of the false lives, and you know, they got Wink, they got ZDZ. Congratulations.
The scaling for EDG is much, much better than Ultra Prime's, and this game is well and far away from them, and I don't see a way back in.
Yeah, I mean, Drake's spawning on the bot side in about 8 seconds time, but neither one of these 2 teams are really close to assault. Angel is going to repeat his successes from last game as Xiao Hao just gliding under the turret. This turret up here, really hard to defend, but they're trying.
All right, Impale, it's only onto the Sejuani, but they got plenty of damage, as we said. Got to flash out of there. Here we go, curtain call coming down, but they're going to block for their jungler. 4th shot will not land, but yeah, that Chaos Storm, it did a whole lot, and this means the turret, once this wave comes in, should go over to EDG.
Yes, they defended it for 1 wave, which buys them, 30 seconds more time, but what are they buying time for, is that question. They needed that fight to find kills. They needed to get something from that situation, and they just got nothing. 2 perfect games put on an Angel so far, or rather 2 players with perfect games as Saber.
Here we go. We're going to engage on the Angel here. Scott the Duck did not land, so he's able to flash out of there with half HP. That's the power of Rod of Ages. You're going to see the engage on to On next. He's going to have to flash away, but the health bars are starting to get low. And here comes ZDZ over on the backside. Down goes the Rel. Wink getting low. Blast Cone over on the other side. Young dies. And ZDZ looking to get on top of Saber as he runs out of room 2. The 4th shot from the Jin does 1,000,000 damage. And now it's going to be Wacko getting run down by Xiao Hao. Xiao Hao's going to tank it up. The flash is forced out. Chains goes down, but it doesn't do anything. As the middle inhibitor will fall, and EDG may look to push the end.
Yeah, I mean, this should just be game here. 20 seconds on the solo laners, 10 on Xiao Xia. EDG pushes to a match point and to a game 3.
Second Nexus turret goes down, and EDG, after that rough early start where they didn't get any kills in any of those fights, really turned it on after that. They hurt us, Root Dude.
Having that over-the-top support in the Ziggs. Wacko in the hands of the Bombardier. Have to see if he can keep himself safe down on that bot side and weather the storm. Ultra Prime might have costed them all of that early game leverage that, or all of the early game prio that they might have thought that they should have.
Yeah, that's so tough because you don't get a kill off of it, which is what you expect when your goon squad arrives. And oh, hold on, wait, you might see a kill up here. Zhang, the 1v1 king, will elect to turn around and get that last attack off. Gets the full plate too. Good stuff
this time round because they're just, you know, they're POV simulator right now. Cull picked up, Tia picked up for On. He does not care. Oh, I say that again. All I need to say to people is they do not care to fight and they seemingly start to engage.
You said it earlier in the broadcast.
Yeah, exactly.
They will seemingly fight over nothing.
This is why On shouldn't have fought, for the record.
Yeah, On took TP too. He doesn't have a defensive.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. We got a flash onto ZDZ. There's a good ultimate there, trying to keep himself alive with Pantheon right on top of him. Xiaohao trying to get in there, but big damage is going to be coming through from Zhang. He's able to take out Ambessa again. Xiaohao trying to get away. No more damage, so Xiaohao will get away, but it's a second kill for the Jace.
All right, and Wink just sort of walks up to...
So when the team fights come around, is Jace will be able to get this rise, to get the Ziggs into the later stages of the game where they are at their strongest.
First straight goes down early on. It's on him now to be the one to apply that, to stop the shields coming through, or to at least remove as much of them as possible. As a realm warp comes through.
With the Grand Star fall, sure, the public execution's there. But he ain't getting very far as EDZ. You're going to have to flash away, but the chase down is there. He's so low. Can you land the Q? The minions are in the way. Come on, Saber, get the job done. Instead, the spear shot will get it done. Junhao will claim the feat of warfare for Ultra Prime.
And that's what they need away from that solar flare. But he's going to lose out on some plates down on the bot side. But the first turret is going to fall, it looks like, down in that bot lane. Whereas on this top side, EDG, they're committing to getting some plates. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to commit to get the turret.
Yeah, On is going to get at least something out of this, right? A small gold lead, but it's not really enough at this current juncture, right? This is where Corki is quite strong. You expect him to be
for me, you know, it looks like he's going to be heading towards a bit of danger at the very least as he hops into Saber.
Yep, right into his face. We're going to see a little bit of fight over the crab. Wink is going to come from behind, turning the lights out of Xiaohao, waiting for a good opportunity to go in. He gets rune prisoned up. Here comes the public execution, and Angel trying to make things happen. As Junhao is down to half. Here comes the ultimate from the Ziggs, doing good damage. As EDZ's got to get out of the fight, but he can't survive. Angel's going to get stunned up. Good ultimate from Wink as they're trying to turn it around onto Saber. They don't have enough damage. Good charm, though, goes down onto him. Saber trying to get away. Angel trying to do his thing. On going to flash forward for good damage. Trying to kill Zhaosha, and he does. But Saber still stays alive, and Junhao is going to be able to trade out here. And Ultra Prime still coming up aces in this fight. A 2-for-1.
And importantly, Zhang was just not here. This was a fight that was numbers favored for EDG. A composition that needs to go forward, that needs to fight together. We're very, very desynced. But Junhao will be able to find a Drake for Ultra Prime, putting them on the board for number 1. They've got 5 out of 6 scrubs as well, so they are looking pretty when it comes to those neutral objectives. Second, the Drake will fall. We'll see what Soul we're ending up with getting as well. So Cloud Soul not particularly important. Doesn't quite succeed, doesn't quite pan out as you'd like it to. It isn't working. It becomes very, very difficult. You can see just how much damage they're able to do to ZDZ in just one quick short burst. In fairness, Junhao does take a fair heat back.
Public execution. He's going to go all the way in, but he's going to go down very quickly. The question is, can he kill Pantheon? Zhao trying to do what he can. Gets the fear down, does manage to trade out the kill. Zhaosha left all alone, but teleport's coming in. Jace is going to be surrounded in just a moment. Saber's not winning this fight on the backside. Zhang immediately flashing out as EDG
get on and onto the rift.
I see what you did there. Onto the rift. As On was the first one showcased when he came back in. But what's being showcased is now this Rift Herald getting dropped down here at the 20-minute mark. Ultra Prime perhaps looking for this dragon. We'll get good damage in. Wacko will be able to knock it down that turret. That is Ultra Prime's 3rd of the game. And the gold lead they're hoping to tilt it back in their favor after EDG winning the most recent fight to kind of stem the advantage and the momentum that Ultra Prime had. This dragon down to about 7,000 HPs. It looks like EDG might fancy themselves a fight as everybody congregating around 4,000 HP. Comes the ultimate out from the Leona. They're going to land the charm down as well. The Pantheon getting lower and lower. Hammered out is this Ambessa. Going all the way into the back line is Xiao Hao. He's got to flash out. No kills to be had, but Wink died on the backside. Now Angel going to be the target. Charm not going to land ZDZ in the fight full HP. But they turn on him because nobody's behind him. No help for this man. Realm Warp just to scare off the members of EDG. And Ultra Prime go back to the Drake. They have a lot of damage. The rest of the squad is coming through. Does not look like EDG is in any position to stop this. And these blood petals, they are so worth it.
Yeah, they really are. And there's going to be a bunch picked up for Ultra Prime as well.
Just need a bridge for Saber and Wako to get there. CDZ maybe once in, Junhao's going to get stunned up here, but no further engagement. Angel coming in from the backside. They're going to go all the way in onto this rise. Charm goes down. They're going to target out the Pantheon.
There we go.
Big shields there. Junhao survives for a while, but goes down.
It's a good
now
start.
Zhao wants a little bit more, but he's down below half HP. Wonjong trying to join the fight. And Wako had good damage there, but no kills to be had. But the siege will still be on in the mid lane here.
Yes, they thwarted a kill, but haven't really thwarted the siege here, as even despite the fact that they're down on numbers, it's Ultra Prime who are able to walk in and take that objective that they were after. I like the effort from EDG. They are also going to translate this into a tier 1 turret in the top side, so it's not all for nothing, or not all for just one kill onto Junhao. Yeah, you have to be a speedy little bro. You have to know where you're going, which is fine. I think that Junhao has been there.
Here we go. We're going to pick off the Jays. ZDZ is nearby. Public execution doesn't land. Neither does the ultimate. They had perfect vision, and EDG, with their good vision, are unable to make these plays.
Yeah, is there a Silas in this game? Who turned out whose lights? What happened? There were some skill shots. I mean, great flash, honestly, from Zhong, but other skill shots, not so good.
Through. We're going to go look for the Ambessa, the Realm Warp as well. Multiple members are going to show up. Ambessa now stuck in the pit. Ultra Prime is a little disconnected here. They'll look to link back up and look to take. Oh, the shock blast from downtown. Zhong able to get the job done. That'll be a sole point for Ultra Prime. And potentially looking for a little bit more here, but Saber will not get close.
Okay, looks like they were attempting to set a bit of a trap, but Ultra Prime swept it appropriately. Meant that they were okay to walk back into their mid lane, and Wako's done a very good job at defending this. So sometimes you got to do that, you know? Like, you ever get vengeance moments, like you're going to die for a ward and you just don't care?
Yeah, we might be walking a little too far forward, but a good dodge out on the ultimate. Here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb, does a ton of damage, the lights are out. Who is home? Going to try to turn it around on to this Poppy. Angel is TP'd into the mid lane, and Joust is going to fall. Charm goes down, but Pantheon blocking up a lot of damage. Junhao kind of caught here. He's going to try to go onto the Nocturne. That spell shield was well timed. It's a 1-0 for EDG. A lot of pings coming down. 15 seconds. Is EDG lying in wait? He's got a blast cone if he wants.
He's going to be spotted on a ping.
Engage on the Wink. Wink that half HP. Here we go. Xiao Hao on the backside here. They're going to get on top of the Ziggs. They're going to try to peel back, but they can't do so. Poppy Hammer knocks 2 out, but it's a little late. Yeah.
Keeps them safe. Like, Ultra Prime could have turned on that and maybe found a fight, but now Ultra Prime's poke is completely gone. EDG have taken out the Ziggs, and maybe we can Realm Warp into the fight.
All right, we're going to try to turn on the ZDZ. It's a little too far away. The Drakehound step able to get him out of there. Dragon to be secured. Angel has 2 charges to this ultimate left. He's got the Charm potentially. Gets engaged on. Junhao's going to go down. The Guardian Angel, though. Comes the rest of Ultra Primes. They're going to try to keep their jungler alive. He will respawn. We'll be able to walk away. It's a simple
get back in here a little bit quicker.
Teleport coming in. This is a mistake
as well. EDG, they want to stop this.
ZDC public execution's available. Let's see if he's going to rip it. Who is he going to get? He manages to pick up the rise. The lights go out. Here we go. ZDC onto the back line along with the Nocturne as they force away the Ziggs. Wonjong off to the side too. Saber gets himself out, but that means Junhao is trapped. Is he able to find ZDC? ZDC big shielding, and he will go down. And Junhao gets more damage out on the other side. This does mean that EDG, it's a risky start for the Baron if they want it, but they do win the fight 2 for 1.
Oh, it's getting messy, Arnie, now as EDG
get in these fights.
Now you're playing this sort of a Scryer's Orb bingo where you have to count out and wait for the cooldowns. As Angel looking for a flank, didn't find the charm. Ultra Prime have walked their way in. Looks like it's EDZ's job to catch the mid wave and now attempts to collapse.
Here we go. Ultimate goes down, stun onto the Poppy, getting all the way to the backline. This is Nocturne. He's getting blown up. He's in Guardian Angels. EDG on the backline, chopping them up, doing so much damage. Saber with ZDZ trying to contend with him. ZDZ's got a Drake count step out of there, but the health bars are getting mighty low. Zhang is still low too. Saber can't really get in there. It's another 2-for-1 in favor of EDG.
Themselves up to Soul Point as well. We are 37 minutes into this game. Game 1 and Game 2 were absolute snooze fests of just back at easily one team winning without too much of a contest. Game number 3 though, we've broached the 30-minute marker.
5-8-5. It's a very odd scoreline, but it's been effective lately. Wacko on vision as well as Saber. You mentioned that TP is there. Xiaohao ready to go in, turn the lights out with the paranoia. Wink gonna go in, the steadfast presence already getting popped. ZDZ is able to get into the fight. The Pantheon on the backside going down. But here is the Nocturne dying alone. Public execution on top of Xiaoxia, but he slams him up into the wall. And ZDZ is unable to live. Saber running down Angel. A very convincing fight win for Ultra Prime. Junhao, the spear is not true. Angel will live to fight another day. Oh, Junhao is locking another one up in the chamber. Is he going to land it? Not quite. And that means the Baron not being done by Ultra Prime, but they might not care. Rudu, the death timers are very long. Wink up in 5.
Yeah. Fancy feat from Angel keeps him alive, but is that going to do anything? Can he even clear these
health bars
waves?
are low.
The grubs are going to do enough to give them a little bit of a backdoor bonus.
This is risky.
Back alive already.
All right, Wink getting rejected. They're going to go in. The charm going down. Zhang on the backside trying to do what he can to Angel. The first Nexus turn is going to fall. Angel getting lower, but he's going golden. He might be stuck. Saber in there. They drop the hammer down. Wink will fall. The death timers are still there. Ultra Prime will finish the game. It's prime time, baby. And they knock down the Nexus, and they can breathe easy.